Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's tough right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Hundley. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Oh, you see? Oh, you watching the game?
Like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing, Hundley. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
You, bro, I don't care.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Fights it. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing is Mariota. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
I'm down bad.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And Walker has it. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took him a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get a 40 time on that?
I did, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mariota on first down. This will be caught by Brown.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I didn't know he was streaming.
To the air again, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
He didn't want.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Shit, your players trash. Shit, my players is trash.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You know how that is, Harvey, when niggas be like, oh, who is that dude? Who died? And then they all ask pop up. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be one of them
line to start their next drive.
I don't want
and they
to find
split
out
the
it was
uprights
me.
last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This is Coleman with a grab.
That's why I hate this controller, bro. I can't move how I want to move with this controller.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Open man here is Foster. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I seen what I got to like season 4 before. I just started season 5.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. You tighten up. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get ready.
Damn.
Get ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has
exactly
our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Check 26. Check 26.
They run for it with Hunt. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, watch it.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Mariota going deep for Walker. Wow. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hundley. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Yes,
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I thought you swore to God you wasn't playing
Jordan Poyer.
What happened?
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and said, look,
you swore to God
as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Bro, do you got to say which one?
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Mariota on 3rd and 2. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Yeah. Yep.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He finds his man Johnson. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 53.
Here's Mariota. It's so caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Watch the eye. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Switch.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Titans' 49-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, now I got camera awake out
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Foster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On first down, Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Coleman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bills, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they...
I hate I lost that fucking game. Hey, I'm getting on Call of Duty right now. If y'all getting on. Alright, I'm gonna get on right now. What? Get on. Something always wrong with you.
¿Qué pasó? Yeah, uploading my shit. What's up? I'm sorry, what? Nope. I've been wanting to play earlier, and you quit out last game last time I checked, bro. But that was earlier.